These are Airtrick E Skates, the smallest, fastest, most powerful form of transportation available on the market today. These sleek portable powerhouses can go up to 20 miles per hour. They can go over gravel, they can go over rocks, they can handle terrain changes without any problem. So if you happen to encounter any funky patches of terrain, no issue for them at all. Happening to find any cracks, you don't have to worry about developing a crack problem, that's for sure. The Airtrick E Skates are very quick to put on, takes mere seconds. They can go pretty much anywhere. They fold nicely into your bag, so if you gotta go somewhere, you can take them in your backpack, no problem. That includes places like airports, which is very convenient. It's a really good last mile solution, and it's a very great way to kind of add some spice to your commutes in the morning. And I can't help but say how awesome and badass it is that these are directly inspired by Jet Set Radio and Airgear, especially these yellow ones looking a lot like beach skates from the game. And a nice little perk for those of you who have been skating already, so if you have any skating experience, whether it's inline or quad skating, that all carries over, so it should take you about an hour to get on the road on the highest speed mode, which is Pro mode. I definitely recommend going and working your way up from the low mode all the way up to Pro mode, the highest. It's awesome, it's super simple. You'll find yourself getting comfortable as you go along within your first 60 minutes with each mode. You know, you got low, you got middle, you got high, and then you got Pro. Another thing you want to get used to in the beginning is the way you're positioning your feet. You want to start off with a position where you kind of have one foot in front of the other in a type of linear way. It makes it a lot easier to take sudden terrain changes, get used to the way that you're accelerating, the changes in speed. You get into a little more advanced techniques, if you will, when you start changing the way that you're moving your feet and positioning them. We'll get into that later. One thing that I do want to share, and is kind of one reason why I feel like there's an unexplored world of skating with these, is something that I would consider an advanced technique where you're pushing, you're physically pushing your feet in tandem with the remote. There's a point where it feels like you're skating on air. I kid you not, like you're skating on air pockets like Shadow the fucking Hedgehog. It's amazing. I don't think I've ever felt anything like that. As soon as I felt it, I was like, okay, there's something to this. There's definitely something to this, and I'll share more later. I think anybody who's ever been interested in electric skates, all the people that have ever wanted a pair of electric skates from Airgear or Jet Set Radio, you're going to be very satisfied. To all the people that have been interested, this is the product. And I honestly feel that a majority of you are going to be very happy with the product right out of the box. The straps maybe take a little bit of getting used to, but honestly within the hour, adjusting them, tightening them, loosening them a little bit within that time, you'll figure out exactly how you want them. However, one thing that I really wanted to mention, especially to those of you that are like me, trying to really push these and see what these things can really do, just like a pair of skates, I like my skates symbiotically down to my feet. So if I'm going to be doing anything on these that I would do on normal skates, I would need that same level of stability with my ATs. 100% bring a new flavor to the table. The fact that you can just use this control to add some speed and acceleration to your skates is just amazing and really does change the way that you ride. And I know for sure this can be utilized with enough imagination and creativity in very unique and special ways. However, just like with your traditional inline skate and roller skates, you have that mounted boot, and that's definitely a sense of security that I miss. So I'm really hoping that the next model comes out with like UFS mountability, if not maybe its own boot. That would be pretty cool. And so until that's a reality, just like in Airgear, I'll be combining the Airtrick technology with available skate technology, starting with a nice set of sturdy boots. So this is very exciting stuff. This is a whole new world. I'll be documenting as much of my journey as I can. There's so much uncharted territory with these, so many potential tricks, maneuvers, and just so much that can be done, especially when you have to think on your toes and think on your feet. It really pulls the best out of you. So, let's see what we discover together.